Right, what's up guys, welcome back to my catches, and as you can see from behind me, I am back on the fishing location once again, and today I will be joined by Austin Fishing. He's coming up in a bit later on. He's got some stuff on at the moment, but I'm here nice and early. College basically ran out of materials, so we are off for 2 weeks, so I've got plenty of time to go fishing now. So I'm going to be getting on the bank, plenty of time, earlier sessions, longer sessions, so that should be sound. So today I'm going to be fishing with sweet corn. I've got 2 kilo sweet corn with me. I'm going to be throwing that in the margins, and I have seen a fish jump by the islands in the middle of the lake. I'll show you a shot of it in a minute, but I'm hoping I can cast one rod over to there, one in the margin, and I'm hoping that we can have a couple of fish out. We did a cracking session last week. Between us we come out with 5 carp. If you're wondering, there was only 4 in my video. Didn't get the footage on the Noah's. That's over Noah's video if you want to check that out. I think that's coming out at the same time as you're watching this one, if I'm correct, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to get the rig set up and I'll talk through them in a minute. Right guys, so today's tactics, what I'm going to be using is a standard 2-ounce lead, as you can see there, if you can see there. I've got a 8-inch rig on, I'm pretty sure. These are just some hair rigs that I found left in my tackle box from what I'd used here before. It has a size 6 hook on, I'm pretty sure, with a nice little hair on it. And this is coated braid for the rig, and it's been stripped off by the hook, so the hook's nice and flexible, can move in all directions. So on the hair of this rig, what I'm going to be doing, as you can see, I've got 2 pieces of corn, on this baiting needle, I'm pretty sure it's called. I'm going to be sliding them straight over onto the hair of the hook. So what you've got to do is, this is the difficult bit when I'm holding it in front of me, find the loop in your hair, if it'll focus, and to put your baiting needle straight through that, like that. So when your baiting needle's through that, you've got a little lever here, just flick that little lever over and push your bait down onto the hair of your rig. And as you can see, this hair is pretty long, so I am going to burn this down and have it a bit shorter. But then all you want to do is grab a bait stop, which I will grab now. Little bait stop, which are these sort of looking things, as you can see there, sort of look like that. And you just want to thread that through the loop on your hair and just bite it off and push your bait up to it, and it'll sit on there. So I'll give you a look of what that will look like in 1 minute. Right, I'm back, and this is what the sweet corn rig should look like when it's finished. So as you can see, I've just melted down the hair a bit on there, and to put a bait stop on one end of it. There's 2 pieces of corn on that, and fingers crossed that'll do the job. So let's get that rig in now, get the other rod set up, and fingers crossed we can have a fish. Right, and for the second rod I have gone for the same approach, but with 3 pieces of corn, and this one I'm going to drop right in the margin. I've just casted the one over to the island, but I didn't get it on video, so I'll get this one on video and I'm going to drop one in the margin now. Right, so now for the second rod, let's get it in this margin, get some bait on it. And as simple as that, both the rods are in, let's get some bait on them, and fingers crossed we can have a fish. Right guys, as you can see, got my sweet corn, got my bait scoop, let's throw some bait in. Right guys, so it's currently about 5 o'clock and the lake has gone dead. Seen a couple of fish jumping up on top down the shallow end behind me, but other than that it's been really quiet. So I'm thinking I'm going to get some more sweet corn in, throw it in the same spots. I'm going to hold them spots for a bit. If I haven't had any knocks by tonight, I think I'm going to swap them both into the margin, because that did really well last time on this side. So let's give some bait in, and fingers crossed we can have a fish. Right guys, it is currently 20 to 8, if you can see that on there. It's currently 20 to 8. and we haven't had a fish yet so far. I'm surprised because I've seen that many fish jumping around this lake. I stood up for about 15 minutes just looking at the water. Must have seen 8 fish top, jump, tail fins come out. No, they were carp, you could see the claws on them and that. And they're all down this bottom end where I'm fishing. So I've got one rod down there, one in the margin, so fingers crossed that'll bring us a fish. But I've just made myself hot chocolate. As you can see, the best mug of all time. We've got the how to catch fish, cast, wait, strike, miss, swear and repeat. Absolutely amazing mug. So I've got that, and it's a hot chocolate, and the hot chocolate I've got with me today is these little Cadbury packets here, like instant hot chocolate. You have one packet, just put it in your cup and put some boiling water into it. It makes some hot chocolate, and it isn't too bad, to be honest. Not as good as a Galaxy one, but I couldn't get any Galaxy, they're out of stock, so I do need to get back some more of that when it's back in stock. And a little perch or roach or something just jumped in the edge there. But to wash it all down, I've got some of these, some chocolate chunk cookies. I think, I have no idea where they're from. They're from my nan, so no one knows, they're probably from M&S. So they are quite nice biscuits. I will give it to them. So I'm having them with my hot chocolate. I've just had my tea. I've had a pizza. Pulled my rods. I've reeled my rods in. Had a takeaway. Ordered the pizza to here. Pulled my rods in. Just walk around to the car park. Give me a ring when he's here. Had one of them. So I've just had that, and just going to enjoy sitting watching the water because it's calmed down now. There's no wind. I have seen some fish topping as well, feeding on the top, but unfortunately I haven't got my surface gear with me. So sometime in the near future, when it's warmed up a bit more and they're feeding on the top, I'll be able to pop down for a few night sessions with my float rod, some trout pellets, and hopefully have some fish out. So I'm going to sit here, dunk my biscuit, enjoy this hot chocolate, and I'll be back with you, hopefully with a fish. Right guys, so as you can see, I've got a fish in the net, first one of the session, and Noah has just kind of popped in to join us. So it's a common, it is looking a bit skinny, but it is a nice size. So first off, I've already removed the hook. Let's get some water on it first, and not to let it dry out. And he is very lively, put up a massive fight. So a bit of water all the way across him, keep him nice and hydrated. And then, once you've done that, we're gonna get some helicopter.
Perfect timing, doesn't it? Doesn't ruin our audio.
So let's get a bit of Nash fish care on it. So, they're a bit dirty. Let's get the cloth dry off where it was hooked. When it was hooked, and then you flip the side of the mouth. So now we dried that off, let's grab myself a cotton bud, some of the Nash Medicarp. So nice blob of this. Oh, don't flip. Don't flip. Bit of Nash Medicarp, Nash Medicarp. Put that on the cotton bud and wipe it inside and out of where the hook was in the fish's mouth. Nice coating on that. And then what you're going to want to do is, when he stops flipping, as I say, he is a very lively fish. We're going to want to put a bit of water on that, and it'll seal the wax and keep the antibacterial there for a while and let it heal. So let's get him out and give you a look. Right guys, so we've got the fish out, a beautiful little common. He's like thin, long, a bit narrow, but he's got some beautiful colours on him, nice and dark. Had this off 2 pieces, just regular sweet corn on a hair rig from down the shallow end of the pool by the island. So hopefully we've got plenty of time of the session left, and Noah's just joined us actually.
I just rocked up at a perfect time, seen Matt with the fish in the net. He sent me a video saying he's had a fish, and I'm sure he'll play that clip now. But yeah, so he's got this absolutely stunning fish. I've been busy all day, but I'm here now. Just got my barrow's not even emptied or anything, but I'm getting to do my intro and stuff and get some rod sounds.
So hopefully we can have some more fish throughout the session. Hopefully Noah can get himself one, and it's plenty of time to bag another one. So let's get it back. Right guys, so we've got the common here, first fish of the session. Let's get him released and hopefully on to the second fish.
Mega Matt, perfect timing for me coming, and let me set up and hopefully have some more fish.
Yeah, hopefully you get one, should do. Looking promising. Right guys, it's currently about 11 o'clock and me and Noah have been having a chat. just about fishing in general, and some plans for the future. And as you've probably just seen, I had one mirror absolutely cracking. Unfortunately, I didn't weigh it. I totally forgot to weigh it with excitement, but it is a cracking fish to have out, and there's plenty of time for another fish for me and Noah to have one, possibly both of us. We've got all morning, all through tomorrow and all night, so fingers crossed one of us can get another fish. So I'm going to get some sleep now. I'm going to be up in the morning, aim for about 8 o'clock, see what happens, and yeah, I'll see you then. Right guys, as you can see, it is the morning and I'm back with a fish. I've got a little common here. I'm not going to say beautiful, he's not in the best condition. He's got like a little wart on the side of his head and he has a massive parrot mouth. But looking back, this might actually be the same fish that I first ever had out of here when I started fishing here years ago on a feeder rod. But first off, a bit of fish care, let's get some water on it. Then we'll get a bit of fish care on it. Even though he's a parrot mouth, he still deserves his fish care. So, a bit of water all over him. Then let's get a bit of Nash care on him so he heals up and his mouth doesn't get any worse. So, we're going to dry off where his hook to do his hook just in the top of the lip. So, give that a nice wipe off inside and out. Then we're going to get one of the cotton buds, some of the Nash Medi Ultra Carp. I'm going to put some of that on the cotton bud and put it on the fish's mouth. So, nice big generous blob of that. Gonna go inside and out where the hook was. There we go, nice generous blob and a bit of water to seal the wax, and it'll create that, seal away it and let it heal better. There we go, and now that's nice and sealed on his lip. So let's get him out and give you a look. Right guys, so here's the little common itself. It's very grey, it's lost a lot of colour. It's got some colour in its tail though. But it's a nice little fish. He put up a cracking fight for the size of it, and I don't blame catching this. It's a cracking fish to have. Wake up in the morning. Unfortunately, it is a bit of like a dull morning. It's spitting. It's just cold. There's a breeze. Absolutely horrible. Yeah. But let's get some photos. Get this fish back. This is the second one of the session. Hopefully, we can get a third. Right, morning guys, it is currently about 9:30 and we've had one fish so far this morning. Well, I have about 20 to 6. I got that, sorted that fish out, went straight back to bed because I was shattered. But that was a cracking fish, nice little common. Unfortunately, it was a parrot mouth and it had like 2 little white spots on each side of his head. Like, I don't know what they were, but it looks like a big pimple. So if someone will leave in the comments, if anybody knows what that is, that would be really helpful information. But that fish, I am like 95% sure that was the first fish I ever had out of here. It was been like 2.5 years ago now. I had it on a feeder rod with a little yellow wafter on it. I think it was like Candy Crunch or something like that, a little wafter from Dynamite Baits. But I had it on that and I've had it again, which is a nice surprise because it's still in here, it's still swimming around and it's still enjoying the life. So I'm going to get my breakfast on and I'll be back with you when I've got some breakfast. Right guys, unfortunately coming towards the end of the session, as you can see from behind me there, I think it is, I've already started packing up, which is a bit of a bummer, but I left my rods in right until the final moment, see if we could get a fish, and unfortunately didn't get anything. We have had a few bites and we've had 2 fish this session, which is absolutely cracking. Unfortunately, no, we didn't get onto one, which is a bit of a bummer, but nothing to say, you won't get one next time. Did have 2 last time, which is absolutely mega. He had the biggest fish out of that session. He had a 16.9 and a 14.7, I think they were. I had 2 little ones, and then I didn't weigh these this time because they were only little fish, and I just didn't want to keep them out of the water very long. But they're absolutely cracking fish, and I can't wait to come back again. So, as always, this is Matt Catches signing out, and I'll see you in the next video.